Good morning, everybody. This is Mark, and we're back here for T3 Live. It's Wednesday, another cloudy day in New York City, but so be it. So we have elections tonight, so that's elections. We have the first debates tonight, which I think is always going to be interesting. We'll see how the candidates pair up. But from a market perspective, we're doing exactly what I thought we would be doing, which is a whole lot of nothing. We're doing some decent travel ranges. We're definitely getting some weakness in some of the high beta stocks. And you know, you're seeing a little bit of weakness across the board, but at the same time, if you actually look at the daily charts, we're grinding down very slow. Some of these stocks are actually hitting their 50-day moving averages, which I think is key. I don't see the panic. I just see a very calculated backing and filling, which needs to happen over a period of time in order for these stocks to either repair themselves or build big enough bases for ideally a run into the election, mid-November. Obviously, we're getting into the beginning of earnings season next week. That's going to really be a tell. Certain companies certainly are obviously going to shine to the top. Others will probably, have big gyrations the other way. Just depends on what's happening. Yes, it was an interesting day. You have David Einhorn speaking about CI, CMG on a negative side. I think GM he was positive on. So it's amazing how a big fund manager can move these stocks, percentages in minutes. But it's where we're at in this marketplace, and you just got to respect it. Today, not a whole lot. We saw a reversal on Apple the last hour of the day. It basically held its 50-day moving average. That is my line in the sand at this point in time. Do I think it's going to shoot back up? No, I think it's going to be much more of a U pattern for Apple this time around. But at the same time, I think the low is in at least short term. So if it comes back down again, if we had a gap down this morning, I think it would be a viable opportunity. We'll have to see. I don't think it's going to shoot up to 700 anytime soon, but I think we'll continue to find a new trading range. Google needs more time. People are trying to short it. They got paid a little bit yesterday. It needs a little bit more time. I don't think it's a flat out short, but at the same time, for cash flow, I think people are making money on the short side. Banks still trying to find their levels. Home builders, I think, again, when the home builders come back to the 50-day moving average or 20 days moving, look for buying opportunities, and I think you're going to get it in the next few days in that sector. A few other select plays that I'm looking at that I think are interesting. Monsanto came out with earnings, so we got to watch that. SSYS was upgraded. It's actually a good-looking chart. Up a little bit this morning, so you don't want to chase it, but it looks like it's trying to repair itself, so keep it on the radar. And FFIV, the clouds had a decent day yesterday. Visa, MasterCard a little more basing, and I think you'll probably have another buying opportunity. There's not a whole lot for me to say on the long side, and quite frankly, there's not a whole lot on the short side, besides for cash flow. I know, obviously the long side is much more my strength. I've avoided some of the downturn in Apple. I saw it. I just barely participated on the short side, but at the same time, when it was at 550, whatever the level was yesterday, right at the 50-day, I got involved and basically turned around my day. So it's really finding your own ideas, finding your prices, and where you want to be. That's the key. So today, not a whole lot. I'm going to be in 1 to 10. I'm going to be in a third gear and just wait for something to happen and see what happens. So stay tuned. Go to the VTF. Talk to you soon.
Hi, I'm Scott Redler, Chief Strategic Officer for T3 Live, and I would like to invite you to join us on October 6th and 7th in New York City for our first annual T3 Live Active Trader Super Conference. The two-day event will focus on what we believe to be the 5 keys to being a successful trader. We will teach you the strategies, tactics, and mindset we take to the market every single day, and you will leave the Super Conference with a personal step-by-step success blueprint. Visit t3live.com and click on the Education tab on the top of the page and watch preview videos of this event. Seats will fill up quickly, so be sure to reserve yours today. My colleagues and I look forward to meeting you. Have a great day.